All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. We'll call this meeting to order. We appreciate everybody being here tonight for the Harriman City Planning Commission for this Wednesday, January 15th. We'll begin with a Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by our own, well, by Eber Slappert. Yeah, come on forward. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Hebert. Appreciate that. We do have full quorum tonight, and just want to ask if there's any conflicts of interest on any of the agenda items with anybody on the commission tonight. Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to item 3.4, which is an approval of minutes for our November 20th, 2024 Planning Commission meeting. Any comments on them? Just cut Brody with a mouthful. Do I have a motion to approve? You weren't there, so yeah. From someone who was there. Don't be shy.
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right, we have a motion by Jackson. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
A second by Brody. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. We do have 5 administrative items on here, 3 of which are up for public hearing. So before we begin with these items, I would like to read the public comment policy and procedure. The purpose of public comment is to allow citizens to address items on the agenda. Citizens requesting to address the commission will be asked to complete a written comment form and present it to the city recorder. In general, the chair will allow an individual 3 minutes to address the commission. A spokesperson recognized as representing a group in attendance may be allowed up to 5 minutes. This policy also applies to all public hearings. So with that, we will move on to items. We're going to do a presentation for both items 4.1 and 4.2 at the same time. And then we will hold a hearing for item 4.1 and go through the motions for those 2 items independent of each other. But Lauren, thank you for being here.
Yeah. Alrighty, so we are going to be talking about Fire Station 103. Potentially, hold on. There we go. Okay, so this is roughly where it's located within our city. This is a closer map. You can see the parcel that's roughly 20 acres and the portion that's being cut out is just over 1.5. So you can see that depicted a little bit better here. There will be 1 new lot for the fire station, and the southern 30 feet-ish is dedicated as roadway to the city. So this is their site plan and landscaping plan. As you saw in our previous work meeting, there is a little bit more planting in that top right corner. And then those 4 trees that were discussed in the waiver of strict compliance. This is an example of materials that will be used and what the rendering. These are the elevations, all 4 sides. They start with the front in the top left and end with the back in the top right. The bottom corner is slightly better depiction of what all those materials represent. So this is for the subdivision. We recommend approval with the 3 conditions. Any questions?
Nope. Okay. Then, so that's all of it. This is only for item 4.1, right? Okay, my apologies. I thought we were going to do a presentation on both, but I guess it kind of does address both, right?
So it is. This is just the slide for recommendations on the
Gotcha.
subdivision. The next slide will be the recommendation and
I'm with you. Okay.
conditional statement.
Okay, so thank you, Lauren. Appreciate that. So again, this item is item 4.1 is what we're going to be talking about at this time. And this particular item is for the subdivision plat for this fire fire station, proposed fire station. And this item is up for a public hearing. So at this time, I will go ahead and, well, actually, before I do that, I didn't know if I should allow Justin I don't know if I should let you come up and address as the applicant if there's any additional before I open up the public hearing. If there's any additional comments that you'd like to make to the commission?
Not really. I mean,
okay.
we tried to address a lot of comments we've heard from the people that live in the area. And we've installed a taller 8-foot precast wall, increased plantings around the existing residential area, and then a lot of planting around, and then enclosures around the dumpster and generator to mitigate sound and sight. So we've tried to address a lot of those items along with any site or light pollution that might come off the site. We're using, excuse me, city standard lights for the parking lot, and then up and downward lighting on the building, so.
Very good. Sorry, I should have. Any questions for the applicant tonight? We went through it, so thank you.
Thank you.
It's been a few weeks since we've met. I'm out of practice here. All right, so at this time, I will go ahead and open up the public hearing. Again, this is just for item 4.1, which is the subdivision plat. If there's anybody who'd like to make any comments, they can come forward at this time. Seeing there's no comments, I will entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
I have a motion by Adam. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Darrell. All in favor? Aye. Is there any discussion amongst the Planning Commission members for item 4.1?
No, this one makes sense to me. So
Or a motion then?
I move to approve item 4.1 with staff's 3 recommendations.
I have a motion by Adam. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Brody. We'll do a roll call vote tonight for this. We'll start with Brody.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Tara.
Yes.
Adam.
Yes.
Darrell.
Yes.
Andrea.
Yes.
All right, that motion passes. Let's see. Lauren, I don't know if you want to present at least the recommendations for item 4.2, which is the consideration of the conditional use permit for the fire station.
So we'll go back just a little bit. So as Justin stated, this is for the conditional use. You heard all of the different mitigation strategies that will be used for this firehouse in this area. The trucks themselves will be coming out with no sirens, just lights in the nighttime, and the garage doors are not traditional doors that roll up and made of metal. They actually open horizontally and are silent. So that should help also with a lot of noise pollution. And then these are the recommendations for approval.
All right, any questions from Lauren on these recommendations? Okay, I don't think there's anything more Justin wants to add either. Okay, so with that, any discussion for item 4.2? Do I have a motion then?
I'll make a motion to approve item 4.2
With,
with 5 conditions.
okay, we have a motion by Brody,
Second it.
second by Adam. Again, we'll do a roll call vote. We'll begin with Brody again.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Tara?
Yes.
Adam.
Yes.
Darrell?
Yes.
Andrea?
Yes.
Very good. That motion passes. All right, we'll move on to item 4.3 and 4.4. Again, they're similar items. One presentation as well, correct, Lauren? for
Yes,
these?
that is correct. So it'll
All
be the
right.
same thing where there are two end slides.
Yep, two items, one hearing for one particular item and one presentation. Go ahead.
Perfect. So we will now be looking at the Greenford Lane Church. This is roughly where it's located. It's in the center of our city, but on the east side of Mountain View. Here's a better depiction of where it is exactly. So you can see there is an elementary school across the road, and then it is surrounded by residential homes other than that. So this is a little bit of a better image of just the plot itself. So it is one lot, and it is in a multifamily residential zone, and then it is roughly 4.4 acres. So this is the conditional use proposal, so we'll just skip that for now. So these are the proposed elevations that we're looking at. And then this is our landscape plan. And then we'll start here and we'll come back to those other slides.
Okay. So these are again for the subdivision preliminary plat approval. Any questions on this one?
Lauren, do you know what the exterior, is it brick?
Is brick. Okay. Is the applicant here? Is there any additional information you'd like to provide? You're more than welcome to come up, or?
Yeah, Chad Spencer, architect representing the church, and happy to answer any questions you
Okay.
have.
No additional information you want to provide? Any questions for the applicant? Thank you for being here. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Appreciate it. Okay, so this is again item 4.3, which is the review and consideration of approval of the subdivision for this church, and it is up for a public hearing. So at this time, I will go ahead and open the public hearing for any comments. Okay, seeing none, I will entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Motion by Adam. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Tara. All in favor? Aye. All right, the public hearing is closed. Any discussion by the planning commission?
Again, this one's very straightforward as well.
All right, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to approve item 4.3 with the 2 requirements.
Motion by Adam. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Brody. Do a roll call vote. We'll start with Andrea.
Yes.
Daryl.
Yes.
Adam.
Yes.
Tara.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
And Brody.
Yes.
Thank you. That motion passes. All right, Lauren, 4.4. Let's look at the conditional use permit.
All right, perfect. So we are looking at a church which is allowed within the zone that it currently is zoned as. The structure itself is roughly 32 feet tall, and this fits within the size of residential areas. The max height for that would be 35. So it will work well with those houses that are surrounding the area. And then there is a height exception for the steeple. It meets all of the current parking requirements. We are asking the applicant for a layout for the floor plan so that we can confirm that the parking meets
is
all of
sufficient.
the needs.
Sure.
And then along the diagonal side, kind of on the top right, there is a walkway that was connecting from that neighborhood, and the engineers and architects have worked very hard to make that a ramp that is usable. So the church itself has a connection point into the neighborhood.
Nice.
So these are the proposed elevations, same order as last time. Top left is the front, top right is the rear. And then this is the landscape plan. As you can see, it is very well planted. The larger areas that do not have a lot of shrubs are grass, and those are for activities that are happening either at the pavilion or just outside of the structure itself. And then these are the 4 conditions for approval.
All right, any questions for Lauren on these? All right, thank you. Again, if the applicant wants to provide any additional information, you can, but yeah, all right. Okay, any discussion by the commission? All right, do I have a motion?
Straightforward. Yeah.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve item 4.4 contingent on staff's 4 requirements.
Okay, we have a motion by Daryl.
Second.
Have a second by Adam. We'll do a roll call vote. We'll start with Andrea.
Yes.
Daryl.
Yes.
Adam.
Yes.
Tara.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
And Brody.
Yes.
Very good. That motion passes. Thank you. All right, our final item is item 4.4. And this is up for a public hearing. It's a review and consideration of approval for some street dedications. So, Clint.
So this street is already built, in place, open right now. It's the connection from off of Mountain West on 138th. This is largely just procedural to make sure that we go through the right steps in terms of street dedication. It does require that the Planning Commission look at the plat and approve it, and so that's what we're doing here. The northern half of 138th will be dedicated to Riverton City. The southern half will be dedicated to Harriman, and that's what the plat is representing. So, without getting too long-winded, that's the presentation in a nutshell, and we recommend approval without any conditions.
So who is going to maintain it then if it's half and half? I'm just curious. It doesn't really matter.
I'm not sure if there's a maintenance agreement in place or how that'll work, or
No, well, not important. I was just curious. Yeah, I was just curiosity. That's fine. Okay. Any questions for Clint on that one, other than that one I just had?
pulled one out of the hat, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I did. All right, very good. This is up for a public hearing, so at this time I will go ahead and open up the public hearing for this street dedication. Seeing there is no comments, I'll go ahead and entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Motion by Adam, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Jackson, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, public hearing is closed. Is there any comments or discussion from the Planning Commission?
We need to do this.
Got to do it, yeah. All right, I'll entertain a motion.
I move to approve item 4.5.
All right.
Second.
Now we have a motion by Adam, a second by Jackson. We do need to do a roll call vote, so we'll begin with Brody.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Tara?
Yes.
Adam?
Yes.
Daryl?
Yes.
And Andrea?
Yes.
Thank you. That motion passes as well. Very good. Any comments from Planning Commission tonight on anything?
Good job.
Here we go. All right,
I do have one.
go ahead.
I do think subdivisions like what we reviewed tonight should be in staff's hands.
Agreed.
Policies that we put in place.
Cool.
Wonderful. Yeah. Good comment. All right, future meetings, city council meeting will be a week from today on January 22nd. We will have a joint, I'm assuming that is still scheduled. I don't know for sure. It's not. It's going to cancel. Okay, so we will be canceling our joint meeting on January 29th, and then we will meet again as a planning commission on February 5th. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by Adam. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Brody. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.